Yurooo. Hey, Wazzam. It's your boy, NegusTerrySpears. I'm coming to you today reacting to what it's like growing up black in New Orleans. And if you're wondering why I'm reacting to this video, it's because I'm black and I grew up in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? It just was just speaking to me, you know what I'm saying? Shout out VH1, for taking the time out to, come to New Orleans to document some real life things, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the people that's from New Orleans, especially they black from New Orleans, that, took their time out to express how they feel and what was life like growing up in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? Because we all got, even though we grew up in the same place, we all got different experiences, especially if you black, because, hey, black against black, wait, what it said, black man kill a black man, it's cool, they loving that. Black man kill a white man, they sending him to death, you hear me? White man kill a black man, they yelling out self-defense, you hear me? You hear me? Possibility with all the evidence, you know what I'm saying? For all the New Orleans natives that be like, dog, you don't know the fucking song? Yeah, I know the song if they play it. You hear me? See, y'all trying to bring a black man down, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Soldier Slim, you know what I'm saying? New Orleans legend, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the legends that still living, you hear me? All the people that put in that work, you know what I'm saying? But like they said, some people say you gotta leave your city to, to progress in life because it's like a crab in the bucket mentality, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's like crab in the bucket in every inner city, rural inner city, black driven, even if I'm saying it right, society that, everybody trying to tear people down, whether you from New Orleans or you not from New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? But see, New Orleans, it's a different type of tear down because we eat crabs. That's what we do. We eat each other up, you know what I'm saying? Once we see people, yeah, woo do woo woo do woo, it ain't going down like that. See me, like for my instance, for me doing these reactions, I started off doing reaction videos for New Orleans artists, you know what I'm saying? Strictly, I want to be strictly New Orleans, like I want to do reactions to New Orleans. But the progress that I was going, I was like, this not working, you know what I'm saying? Because it got people that give you ideas, and I appreciate that. Oh, you should do this, you should do this. But then again, I go look into the comments, or I look through the likes, and I look through the shares, and I'll be like, bro, you don't even like none of the videos. I ain't saying you gotta like all the videos. You don't even like the videos you watch. How that go? Because they're scared that you might just, I might be the one to help him take him to the next level. But why I hate? Because that's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to help people go to the next level with my audience or whoever follow me or whoever, inspired by the things I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm going, I make sure I'm take people with me. But the crab in the bucket mentality, sometimes you just gotta shake it off, you know what I'm saying? Use them at a slingshot and let them catapult you, to stardom, catapult you higher to the next level, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it was like, once I started reacting to different things, broadening my reactions, you know what I'm saying, to different things outside of New Orleans, that's when I started to get the most support, more support, like the more comments, like, you know what I'm saying? All the people, they like, you know what I'm saying? New Orleans is full of fake famous people, and it's just like, growing up black in New Orleans is tough, cause like they say, if you make it out, you special, you know what I'm saying? You special, like you special, like, like you one-on-one, like a needle in a haystack, bitch, you is, boy, all the stuff we gotta deal with the communities and this and that, and you know what I'm saying? And people trying to throw you in the gumbo pot, like you ain't going nowhere. You stand here with us, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta, change your environment in order to progress. Sometimes you might feel like I'm saying, I was feeling like I'm leaving my people behind, like I'm not doing the right thing. You hear me? I had the thoughts going through my head, like, what if they feel like, oh, you doing other reactions. You don't even want to react to none of the New Orleans people. You fake and you fake. But I'm like, at the same time, thoughts were going through my head like, bro, y'all don't even, yeah, I can go on and on, you know what I'm saying? But let's get into this video, what it's like growing up black in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't even talk about what it was like for me growing up. It was just, you know, certain, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, I'm from Uptown. If you didn't know, now you know it did. Ah! We don't even do that. But I just, you know, shout out Birdman. I was watching the Birdman interview the other day, so you know, Birdman just stuck in my head. You hear me? Shout out Beatrice, you know what I'm saying? Shout out No Limit, you know, shout out Jet Life, you did. You already know, shout out Spitter, that's my dude right there. He the one, he the epitome. Lord, I'm messing up the word, but shout out Jet Life to the next life, you did, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
To be black, it means to be resilient. It means to come from a legacy of survivors. It means to have this tangible connection to a type of cultural identity.
That's fucking super though, you know what I'm saying? Like coming from a legacy, you did. Like when they be like, the people around the world, once you tell them like, oh, you from New Orleans, they just do this. Like, you from New Orleans? They go to asking you questions like, you know, they go to, you know, like you poking you like, is you real? Like you really, like what is like growing up in New Orleans? We about to see right now, especially if you black. Shout out to Superdome, you know, shout out New Orleans.
Baby, let me tell y'all, there's no place like New Orleans.
No place.
We're the most unique city in the United States, if you ask me. The food, the music, the art, the culture, and especially the people. The black people. You hear me? We bring life to this city.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know I'm from New Orleans. I be in there with the rope. It was that, you hear me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out Mid City Ave. Yeah, that's Mid City Ave. You know, I fuck with you, dog.
And everything you love about New Orleans is because of a black person. Growing up black isn't easy.
I ain't gonna lie, shout out to this beautiful queen, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, the beauty just, you know, it just throw me off sometimes. Like, I be focused, but sometimes you gotta stay focused. I just be like, Lord, she's so beautiful. Like, Lord Jesus.
But I'm proud of who I am and where I come from.
And where I come
Peace, I'm B Mike.
Shout out B Mike, you did.
1.5, aka Algiers, aka the West.
Nah, I ain't gonna get into that. Shout out B Mike, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he from Algiers, New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? One of the originator for all y'all from Algiers. Yes, we know. Y'all was one of the first and this and that, but y'all from across the river. And like I be saying, I'm talking about the people, but at the same time, I be talking about myself. Like when y'all say we from across the river, it just irks my nerves, but I respect y'all. I love y'all. Y'all part of us. We the same. We still family. Like, you know what I'm saying? I spent most of my life on the West Bank, you know what I'm saying? I grew up with people on the West Bank, you know what I'm saying? I love people on the West Bank. But we do not put weenies in our gumbo. See, little things like that. Like, y'all, you hear me? It just be throwing us off. Like, bro, like, we love y'all, but y'all put weenies in y'all gumbo, bro. We don't do that, son. We don't do that.
The best bank in New Orleans.
I'm Nesbitt Phipps from the 17th Ward, born and raised.
Shout out Nesbitt Phipps.
Been for like 120 plus years. So it feels good to be sitting here talking to y'all.
I'm George Haynes, and I'm from the 7th Ward of New Orleans. I was born to John and Sidonia Haynes in 1954, and I'm one of his 11 siblings.
I'm Sierra, and I'm from the east side of New Orleans.
East, huh? I ain't gonna lie, Sierra. You heard me? Shout out Sierra, you did. You know what I'm saying? She from the east, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta, like, depending on what age you is and what age you from, being from the east can mean two things. Bitch, you dangerous or you got money. And now if you say you from the east, bitch, I'm gonna look you up and down. I'm like, you from the east, huh? I'm gonna go to checking my pockets. I'm gonna go to start looking around. You hear me? Say you from the east. But let me let the video run.
I'm Warren Brown. I am from Uptown New Orleans. I was born on January 15th, 1959.
Shout out.
Hi, I'm Aaliyah, and I'm from the 7th Ward in New Orleans.
I'll throw your hood up, Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful black queen, you did.
What's up, y'all? My name is Mid-City
Shout out Mid-City, AB.
I'm originally from Mid-City.
I'm Aliyah, and I'm from the 8th Ward. My dad says I'm from Uptown. I was born on January 5th, 2010. I'm a student at St. Leo the Great Elementary School.
Oh, yeah, she is a kid.
And I'm in 5th grade.
Introduce myself. I'm Leona's son. A man called Walter.
Yeah, y'all know he from New Orleans. That boy say, I'm Leona's son. Nigga already know I'm Deborah baby. You hear me? Yeah, that Deborah baby's right there. You hear me? Nigga know. If you know, do you know? You hear me? Yeah, I'm Deborah baby. Nigga already know Deborah don't play that shit. You hear me? Yeah.
My birth name is Jerome Emmanuel Smith.
Man,
I was born in 1939.
Uplifting my spirits, like.
But my emotional, spiritual identification is Big Duck.
Big Duck.
I used to know.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I love New Orleans so much. It's like, you don't be want to leave. Like, you know, the spirit is like, we good people. Like, we such good people. We great people. But it's sometimes it's just, you know what I'm saying? They got so many spirits and so much stuff that goes on. It's just, you know, that we got to deal with outside of just our culture. People trying to steal our culture. People trying to, you know, tear us down, you know what I'm saying? This is where all the slaves were imported at, you know what I'm saying? To build America. So that's why the whole America take all their sauce from us. Like, they try to take their year, but they don't want to put us up. That's like, I see what you're doing. I like what you're doing. But instead of me supporting you, I'm a block you, and I'm gonna try to do what you do and come up and act like y'all don't even exist. You know what I'm saying? People try to do that right now, and I ain't gonna lie. New Orleans, that's one thing about New Orleans. We full of shadow haters. You know what I'm saying? We shadow banned from the world, and within our city, we got shadow haters. You know what I'm saying? People that be hating in the shadow, that know you, that been watching you growing up since you was a little boy. And when you got older and you like, you know what, it's time to change, they like, oh, you think you too good. You don't want to be from New Orleans. You don't even want to stay down here no more. But we still ride. No. Bless your heart, you know what I'm saying? Bless you, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to make it out of here. Best believe, I'm telling you right now. I do all this. I do for New Orleans. I do all this. This is my swag. This is where I'm from. This is where I'm born and raised. I do it for y'all. But best believe, I'm going to make it out of here. But I'm going to let the video run. You know what I'm saying?
Growing up black in New Orleans, it's challenging. It's very challenging. We talking about the South. We're talking about the economic problems we have here. They call New Orleans the city that can't forgot. And
this is my last little thing, and I'm gonna let it run. Cause he's like, damn, we can't even get into the video. But New Orleans is like, we so different that we're not even from Louisiana. Yeah, them our cousins, BR, Lafayette, Lake Charles, Hammond, all them our cousins. But we are whole different, like we're totally different from all them people. Yeah, we similarities because we black and our people migrated to them, you know what I'm saying? But when you from New Orleans, you can tell. You can just tell. Like sometimes you can't tell if a nigga from Streetport or Lafayette, you know, you can't really tell. But when you meet a nigga from New Orleans, you can tell. Especially if you're in Louisiana. Bitch, you from New Orleans, huh? Yeah. And you black, bitch.
Daily, you feel that way here.
It's an experience so unique, unlike anything else. It's like it puts your soul and your spirit through a lot, but I feel like that's for a purpose. Like the vibe here, when you black, it's something magnetic.
It's city.
Man, they just everybody they not lying. Like I'm really got the goosebumps right now. Like I really got the goosebumps. Like because it's like the spirit, the soul is just so like it's just like when I be gone from New Orleans. And I come back to New Orleans, I just be like, as soon as I be down there in Kenner. When I get in Kenner, I be take a deep breath. I be just.
It's vibrant, it's cultured, and it's a great time always.
The rhythm of the city, the culture, obviously the food, but our people are the most unique, most welcoming people in the country.
There's no place like New Orleans.
It's the most African experience you're gonna get in the United States.
It's the type of cultural cake that you're able to put on. Without fully being able to access your history, you can tap into like some really ancient practices here by just being in New Orleans.
Wait a minute. What I love mostly about New Orleans, mostly about it, my mom and my daddy. That's who I love, but mostly about New Orleans. But New Orleans and its whole spiritual existence, that's tambourine and fan.
You want to experience that New Orleans experience? Just scroll through my page.
Is saying good morning and good evening. The spirit of person is the instrument. Good morning and good evening. That means we recognize the humanity in each other.
Ooh, I just learned that one. Yeah, if he said the spiritual people, it's good morning and good evening. I really, like, it's just the spirit in you. Like, you don't even know these people. You know them, but when you see them, it's like, good morning, how you doing? You know, good evening, how you doing? You speak. And, you know, we running away from that. Our generation is in trouble. We running away from that. We got to start teaching our kids that, you know what I'm saying? Respect your elders, you know what I'm saying? No matter. You know what I'm saying? It had the killers. When I'm growing up, the killers, they used to be stone bone killers. They still respecting their elders. Good morning. How you doing? Boy, you better speak to Tita. You know, but boy, you better speak to Tita right now. Real talk, it's just the spirit.
Right? Everything breathes from just that. This is unbelievable what we have here. Nothing compared to it. They got a lot of hip places, you know. But I guarantee you, you will not go to no city and find a 4 or 5-year-old boy playing the big tuba with men, right? Because he don't know his limits. Now he learned that on the street here. That's our trombone and all the water got me flashing back on something.
We're really in touch with our roots and who we are. All American music was birthed out of this place, if you want to speak factually.
If you look at the traditional, what they call second line parades, they have the fans, all right? And then I grew up around the whole thing around the carnival and the Indians. And that's where the tambourine come from. I was raised around that, but I heard kind of sounds in there. And one of my mentors was Lorraine Hansberry. And so I was telling her I heard a sound and you hear it on the street when it be gone. Early in the morning when I leave my home. Oh, boy, so ready, gonna carry on. They gonna find me back when they do all that, right? She said, I can't explain it to you. I don't know. So she sent me to see her uncle, Dr. Leo Hansberry. He was an anthropologist at Harvard University. He taught me, he said, look, young man, what you heard is something that's ancient. It's about the kidnap of your people. But when you're kidnapped, you break a certain kind of thing in your internal spirit, right? And at moments, even after that kidnapping and the rape of the culture, that when we was brought over here, there's certain moments in your existence that the words that's been thrown on you won't satisfy. So within the old men who had an opportunity to hold on to something because New Orleans had the carnival, and our participation, we was able to get into that spirit.
Facts, you know what I'm saying? We gotta take care of our elders, man. They got the knowledge, man. They can teach us so much. We gotta sit down. That's what we gotta do. Matter of fact, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit down and just, you know, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So if you watching this, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit down, and that's gonna be part of my channel too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit down with the elders and let them talk to me, and just, their experiences just growing up in New Orleans. Just like, I need that knowledge. I need that culture, you know what I'm saying? I need that history, you know what I'm saying? So I can know when it's my turn, and when I become an elder, I can pass it down, because the generation is like, our generation is just, it's just getting wild. People don't even know, like, we don't even know our neighbor, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We was taught growing up, thou shalt respect the neighbor, you know what I'm saying? Thou shalt honor my neighbor, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, you know what I'm saying? If I got it, I gotta make sure my neighbor got it. My neighbor asks, if my neighbor asks and they need it and I got it, I gotta make sure I give them, you know what I'm saying? If my neighbor kid watching out, I ain't gonna lie. Growing up, when I used to be playing the streets, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my mama, she'll be working hard. She'll be at work all day, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all experience that, you know, she'll be at work and I'll be in the streets if I'm not with my uncles. If my uncle's working, you know what I'm saying? They've been working, because some days were like, if my mama working, my uncle's watching me, you know what I'm saying? If my uncle's working, my mama don't work, you know, they had that family that we love, that connection, you know what I'm saying? And, so I'll be in the streets all day playing, woo to woo, cutting up. The street light come on, you better be inside. Woo, woo, woo. My mama come on for work. She tell me, oh, you was doing this. You went way in the projects today, huh? I'm like, how you know I was in the project today? I'm just, as a kid, you know, I'm like, how you knew that? Cause it's the community, you know what I'm saying, was watching you. We need to come back, you know what it is? Dang, I feel bad. You know, that's what I'm saying. We gotta keep reiterating it back into our soul, you know what I'm saying? It take a village to raise a kid, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't understand, like, I'm like, how you knew she set me down and told me everything I did that day, and I'm like, Ma, I know you was at work. How you knew that I was doing these things? Because it take a village to raise a kid. You ain't know Miss Mary was on the porch watching you the whole time. You didn't know it. Auntie Tita Josephine was down the street watching you. When you made it across, when Miss Mary can't see you no more, Tita now Tita watching you. You heard me? And Tita gonna call Mary, and Mary gonna tell your mom when she get home, when she walking upstairs, when she get out of work, she tired. Yeah, your son did this, and before you come inside, see you inside, you watch TV, your head all into the TV, you probably playing a game, you dig, and your mama on the porch before she come inside, she talking to Miss Mary, the neighbor, because it was a family. Oh yeah, woo, 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 woo. And then now she gonna come and get up on you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, that's how I go. It take a village to raise a kid, you dig, you know what I'm saying? But you hear me? So make sure I get all this content. I gotta make sure I come back right quick, you dig? But wait, hold on real quick, you hear me?